from X this time, somebody asked the question of like, what should I do with my money? What should I do? Like, should I keep putting money into 401k? Should I, buy hard assets and so on? I hesitate to tell people what to do with their money or energy for a number of different reasons, but I will point this out to you. Anytime you've ever, let's review this. Anytime you ever sign a 401k, something where it's like involving the stock market, it says in there very plainly, in plain English usually, you agree to lose all this money. It's not a savings account. Your hard assets are going to be a much better way to go about that. Now the challenge, of course, is that what hard assets do you pick up? Because real estate, it's a bubble, to be sure. It's actually a pretty bad one, actually, and it's going to probably get, all probability, get worse, especially as the number of buyers start drying up. Because, when you price people out of the market, you lose the market altogether. So, and that's coming for a lot of people, whether they know it or not, in real estate. When you price your businesses out of commercial locations, when you price your home buyers and homeowners out of the ability to even buy these properties, then they start becoming worthless. And when you start going way beyond the rents that what people can pay, they become worthless. Now the idea is that, you can buy a house and rent it to a bunch of fucking illegals. Yeah, you could do that. They'll probably trash the place, but and you'll be having to pay for that. But you could get the government to probably give you Section 8 money. But then, as far as I'm concerned, you're guilty of treason. That's just. I'm not kidding. I would look my best friend in the face and tell him that, and I probably wouldn't have a problem with what is supposed to happen to traders when they do that. I'd probably do it myself, actually. I'm being serious, sadly, about that, because that's exactly what it takes. You need to have a bit of an attitude about this stuff, because you're either going to have a country or you're not going to have a country. It's a black and white thing. Cultures create borders. Okay, just reality. Okay, so not to put too fine a point on this, but this is a loaded question. Do I think you should be gambling your money? No, I'm not a gambler myself, not when I can be avoided. Hard assets, yeah, I would find something probably portable, something that you could, be kind of move on the fly. Just my thought on the matter, but research it yourself. Think about how you want to do it, and think about what you think the future holds for hard assets and the ability to actually maneuver. Because there is going to come a time, especially as the borders go away, right? Because this is what happens when borders go away. When everybody, all the loser-tardians out there, think it's going to be this libertarian utopia and everybody's going to gather around and sing Kumbaya. That's not what's going to fucking happen. What happens is people will clan up. CLAN, not KLAN. People will clan up. They will all clan up. They'll turn into gangs. That's what people end up doing, and that's what happens without borders. And then eventually someone gets hurt, and then the other clan goes and tries to take revenge, and then some other clan that had nothing to do with it wants to get revenge, and it turns into this big fucking mess. Borders are actually what prevented wars. Because the agreement was, hey, listen, you stay on that side of the border, or on that side of the river, we'll stay on this side of the river, and we'll just agree to leave each other alone, right? That's how you end wars, is with borders, not this loser-tardian bullshit, okay? Where everybody's going to just be, we're all going to be one people. That's just not fucking realistic, okay? Because cultures create borders. So, all of that said, then if the borders go away and you have to be a little more mobile, yeah. So, I'm giving you advice, but I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you, I'm reading the terrain of what I think is happening here. Do I think that electricity is going to go away and the whole grid's going to go out and everything? No, not really, because again, as I pointed out on many occasions, if you lose electricity in this world, your problem is not going to be what to do with your money. That's not even going to be that's not going to be anywhere in the top 100 of shit that you're going to be. The first thing you'll be looking for is clean fucking water. That'll be the first thing you'll be looking for, because that's a big deal, and it takes a lot of electricity to pull water out of the ground. So I hope that kind of answered your question as far as like what to do. But my suggestion is have a place to live. I'm not telling you not to have a place to live, and I'm not telling you not to like have a house or a domicile or even a place that maybe you own or something like that, backyard full of chickens. But you may want to reconsider if you're thinking about buying like a bunch of so-called investment properties. I would try to tell you to run screaming from that, because I think that ultimately that's not gonna pan out the way people think it's gonna pan out. So, hard currency is my personal favorite, but you do what you want to do, but just do keep in mind that you got to be able to read the terrain of what's going on. So I'm indirectly not answering that question with a specific, but I want you to think, because this is really important that somebody not do the thinking for you, but that you learn a way of thinking about this kind of stuff. I hope that helps.